hear me now? Oh, I hear an echo.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Ah, they must can't hear me.
They can't hear.
They can't because they ain't nobody responding, so they can't. They must come and hear me asking the question.
Cause it's showing this the volume right there.
Oh, we sound good again, Breeze.
Yeah.
Okay, we sound good again, Breeze.
We sound good, but I gotta do it this way.
It's all good.
I gotta do it how I got it.
Hey, listen, we'll edit that part out when we repost, man. We'll get the extra block out. Okay, Jersey Dines, what up, nephew? Jersey Dines in the building. He say he can hear us.
Good.
Oh,
Let's
okay,
go.
man.
Let's rock.
Sheesh. Hey, man, I'm sorry about that, man, but y'all know, man, we do stuff live, bro. So we had a little technical difficulties, but we didn't put this thing together. We done rigged it up. Cameras went out on us, y'all. The cameras will not connect to our streaming service. And we on the telephones. Just keep it 100 with y'all. Yeah, tell the Breeze. You know what I'm saying?
One monkey don't start no show.
Hey,
So
one
anybody
monkey
who got be having issues.
Hey, talk to a Breeze. One monkey don't start no show.
We might be blurred, but we finna get in and get out this time.
Yo, what up? I might not be able to say it. It was ZY Whack EM6. What up, though? What up to the chat, man? We got a little bit to talk about tonight, man. A very high, interesting weekend of AAU basketball just happened this past weekend, bro. With a lot of sessions going on, a lot of big time things. But it seemed like we start here every week, Breezy.
Yeah.
It seemed like we start here every week, but I gotta start here, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be quick tonight because we got started late. It's already almost 8:00. So we're not gonna be on here the full hour and a half like we usually do. We can go 10 hours if we wanted to, because we do what we want. But we gotta start here, Breezy.
Yeah.
Get your hand claps ready. Major shout out to nephew, the one and only Gage Mayfield.
Okay. Shout out.
Hey, we know last week he popped into the ESPN 100 last Thursday, debuted at number 90.
Yep.
But bro, since that happened, right? Since last Thursday when that ranking came out, he has since gotten an offer from Auburn, Virginia Tech, Ole Miss, LSU, Alabama, and Tennessee.
Okay, I like Alabama.
I like that too. But Breezy, do you hear? He has gotten all P4 offers in the last 4 days. Dog, he had the most busiest weekend. He had the busiest recruiting weekend I've seen on that level of anybody in a very long time, dog.
Yeah.
To pick up all those high major offers within that short period of time, dude, lets you know that his stock has exploded.
Yeah. Hey, his dad say the phone don't stop.
Hey, Cut said what Cut said last week when he called in.
I can't even brush my teeth.
I can't even brush my teeth without the phone ringing. So shout out to him, man. A lot of videos also came out with him. And I'm gonna tell you something. Don't you know how we always say certain decisions shape your career? And I'm gonna tell you one decision, and I might have mentioned this before. I'm sure I have. I think that decision for Gage Mayfield to select Pro 1 for his summer basketball was one of the most major decisions he probably ever made in his career, and is probably ever going to make in his career.
Yeah, it's a big move.
That was a huge move for him to step out and say, you know what? I'm going with Pro 1.
Yeah.
Right? Like when everybody was pulling him to other places. And here's the other thing, Breezy. Everybody wasn't checking for him like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like everybody can say that now, right? Hindsight 2020, right? Everybody can say it, but people weren't checking for him like that before. Like he was bubbling last year, but he hadn't blown up.
Right.
Now all of a sudden he got with Pro 1, dog, and kaboom.
Right.
And he has proven out there on that UAA circuit that he's a force to be dealt with. And congratulations to him, man.
Yeah, shout out.
Congratulations to Gage Mayfield, man. Certainly deserves it, man. What we got, man? What we got in the chat? Chat tapping in. Legacy Elite Ballers, my AAU team. We top 3 in. Okay. In Dothan, they top 3 in Dothan. All right, Makai Hammond, Blackie Black 7957 say Makai Hammond showed out at the Rocky Top Invitations this weekend. Makai Hammond is a kid who keeps popping up on my in my DMs. He keep popping up in the chat. I done got a good bit of film and tape on him. We tracking him right now, Breezy.
Yeah,
that's somebody we're gonna have to really lock into and take a look at. Yeah, man, because that's one thing. Now I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna get into this a little later, and I don't have a little later because we late tonight. But about the article that we dropped today, right? It's an article we dropped today. We dropped 4 names on there. I'm gonna jump into those 4 names here in a minute, but I got to give my promos before we get into that. And the promos are for, you already know, iBallRadio.com. Go to iBallRadio.com and get your iBallRadio.com subscription so you can see all this information that we drop on a daily basis. Second off, go fill out your player card. And we preach this every single show and every single day online on how important it is to fill out your player card. And the reason I say it's really important, and I referenced it before going into what we're talking about in the article that we dropped earlier today, is I put on there that Braylon Alexander, 2029, right? That's right, Breezy. We dropped the eval on 2029 today.
Yes, sir.
We went back that far,
yes,
right?
Sir.
But this kid he's special, so he deserves it, right? And the last information I had, and the last time I saw him, about 6'2", right?
Okay.
Maybe you can stretch and say. Now as soon as I dropped the graphic, people hit me up. Oh, he's 6'4". Oh, he's 6'4". Oh, he's 6'4" with no shoes on, right? But here's the thing.
That's tough.
That's how important it is to have your player card. Braylon didn't have a player card. He has one now, right? He's when it filled one out since. But that's my thing I'm trying to tell you, Breezy. Like, if you don't have a player card with your updated information, we don't know.
Hard to rock with you.
It's hard, man. You got to fill out your player card. If it's that hard and we're talking about getting the correct information to talk about you, imagine if it's a college coach out there that's trying to get your information and we don't have it because you ain't filled out your player card. So it's imperative, people, go fill out your player card. iBallRadio.com. Breezy has thrown the QR code up on the screen. If you're watching on your computer, you got your phone in your hand, click on that. If you're watching on your phone and you're watching us on your phone on Instagram, just screenshot this and then go screenshot and pull the QR code and go fill out your player card. Or if you're watching on your phone, right, and you got your computer near you, type in iBallRadio.com. The website's going to pop up. Click on player card, fill it out. You drop into the iBall Radio player database.
Yeah, real easy.
It's that easy.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. And we're asking for all of your information. So you won't have to come back and do nothing, right? Put your picture, put your links, put your folks' information. That's why it's important to go get your iBallRadio.com player card.
Yeah, man. So
was that a good enough commercial, Breeze?
Yeah, man.
Okay, that was good enough commercial.
Yeah.
Look, one little Chris said, go look at one little Chris CP3. Go, little Chris, one little Chris. Go fill out your player card. Put the link in your player card. And guess what we gonna do, Breezy? We'll go look.
We'll take a look at that.
See, y'all gotta put some skin in the game. If y'all think we gonna do all the work,
no,
it ain't gonna happen like that.
Gotta make it easy on us.
Gotta make it easy on us now. Because you see how many names we get? You see how much is out there? Like, you got to make it easy on us, bro.
Yeah, man, please.
All right, please. So go fill out your player card. Parents, coaches, AAU programs, go get your iBallRadio.com subscription. Players, go get your iBallRadio.com subscription. Because everybody asking us to go look at somebody. When we go look and then we drop content on you and we do a write-up on you, if you don't got your subscription, you can't even see it. So what's the point of telling me to go look and asking me to evaluate if you're not even going to read the evaluation?
Right.
Make it make sense. Like, we got a lot of people, hey, go check this guy. Go check this guy out. We go check him out. We do an eval. We put it on the website. We put it out there. We put it on social so you can go read it, let you know it's out there, and then you don't go read it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So what's the point of it, right? What's the point of having me go evaluate you if you're not even gonna go read? I might say something bad about you.
Right. It ain't gotta be good.
It ain't always gonna be good, right? So you at least want to know what is being said about you on these evaluations when you tell us to go check you out, man. So go get your iBallRadio.com subscription. But about the article we dropped today, Breezy, real quick, man. Let's run through it. I told you earlier that people were hitting us up about the heights.
Right.
Told you about that. But I will say this. This group of stock risers, as we labeled them today, bro, are 4 guys who have been super buzzing over the last few weeks. I mean, super buzzing. I'm dropping a part 2 of this stock risers tomorrow. It's going to be another 26, 27, 28, and 29.
Okay.
I'm dropping all 4. Dropping part 2 of this tomorrow. So be on the lookout tomorrow. Part 2 of stock risers is going up. A new player from the 26, 27, 28, and 29 class that has been bubbling over the last few weeks. But this group we dropped today, Breezy, man, has been blowing up, dog.
Right.
And like it's been to the point where it's one of them things that slaps you in the face.
Okay.
Like this Mekhi Hammond thing. These are one of those things that slap you in the face because you're seeing it so much, it makes you go watch, right? And these guys that are on this list, dog, they have been bubbling so much, and their names have been ringing so many bells that you just got to give them a mention. And I should start in order, and I will. I'm gonna start the 26th class, man. We dropped Corian Coleman, 6'5" shooting guard from Williamson, right? Played with the Twin Towers this year, but I'm gonna tell you, a lot of times those 2 big guys from Williamson last year got a lot of the buzz. But every single time people would go out to go watch those 2 big guys play, right? Whenever they would always come back talking about Corian Coleman. They be like, man, that wing, boy, that wing, he the one, right? I cannot tell you how many times last basketball season when we were talking about Williamson and somebody called me, or I may have sent someone out to go watch Williamson, and they would hit me back like, Coach, here we got on the bigs, but bro, you need to look at this kid, Corian Coleman, right? And shout out to Coach D, and Crimson Kings for getting him on the Crimson Kings roster this year, for making that happen and him making a decision to go play with them as they run on the Adidas Gold Circuit. And he has been absolutely balling all spring long, right? And he's had several write-ups about him at these different events that they went to. He's always been a featured player at these events every single weekend, putting up big numbers because his ability to score the basketball, his versatility is what a lot of coaches love. You hear a lot of coaches all the time. Whenever you hear them talk about what they like in recruiting or what they're looking for in recruiting, one of the main buzzwords that you always hear a coach say is versatility. You always hear them say, hey, man, we want a guy that's versatile. We want a guy that can do multiple things. We want a guy that can plug and play. We want to be able to. That is Corian Coleman.
Okay.
You need a bucket, he can get you a bucket. You need him to guard, he can get you to guard. You need him to play bigger than he actually is, he can do that also, right? He does a lot of things on the basketball court that the college coaches will like. And with that being said, this week or this past weekend, he picked up his first Division I offer from Coach Mo Williams in Jackson State University.
Boys out here balling.
They out here balling, right? Everything I just said about him, his versatility, his ability to score the basketball, his ability to guard multiple positions, his ability to insert himself into an unknown, unfamiliar situation and thrive is what college coaches like. Bro, that's why Coach Mo Williams pulled the trigger on offering Corian Coleman his first Division I offer this past weekend. So shout out to him for that, man, and it's well-deserved.
Smart.
Well-deserved. So I'm telling you, he is a guy whose stock is blazing right now. And I'm going to tell you like this. His stock is blazing up the rankings, right? When those new rankings drop come September, Breezy, he's going to be way higher than he actually is. I don't even know where we had him at in this last Go to iBallRadio.com, pull up the 2026 rankings, and you'll be able to see where we had Corian Coleman listed. But I'm telling you, Breezy, we had him too low, the way he hooping right now.
Okay. Yeah, you know, it happens.
It happens like that sometimes, right? But I couldn't wait to talk about this. I couldn't wait to talk about this one. Because on Thursday, we got a call from our guy Lefty. When that Thursday or last Tuesday? When did Lefty call? That might have been last Monday he called, right?
One of them days.
One of them days, Monday and Thursday. They kind of run together. We had a lot of calls over the last couple. And the phone line's open right now, man. 334-209-5222. We're not going to be here long, man. So we went ahead and opened the phone lines up right now. But I'm going to tell you, Lefty called in last week. Big Foe, we all can go. Big Foe, we all can go. And really sent the praises up for Jamal Culver, right? And he was messing with him, saying the boy named Michael, right? But Jamal Culver. And it was like, it was right on cue, because 8 o'clock Saturday morning, the internet and social media goes insane. At 8 o'clock in the morning on Saturday, the start of the AAU weekend, right? Friday night be cool, but Saturday morning is the start of AAU weekend, dog. And Jamal Culver sets the internet on fire with one of the nastiest poster dunks you will ever see. If you have not seen it, I'm sure it's still up on his page. I'm sure it's on We All Can Go Big Foe page. It's probably on every other publications page out there, so you can go find it. But bro, he caught a body so bad. But here's the thing, Breezy. If you go, you know, man, I just don't watch the play. I got to go break down the play. And the most special thing about that play, in my opinion, dog, if when you watch it, he took no dribbles.
Okay.
That's just how athletic he is. Bro, he caught that pass, caught it 1-2, and elevated. Body to body, chest to chest, straight up head tap. That he might be the new Mr. Head Tap. Right? He might be the new Mr. Head Tap with his athleticism. Now, I want you to go read the article. Please go read the article and see the breakdown we got on him, because I said in that article, he is not just a dunker. Remember a couple of weeks ago, Breeze, and it might have been a week or so ago, somebody was in the chat talking about him, saying he can only dunk. Yeah, remember that? But that was a little bit of a rivalry. That was somebody from a rival school throwing their jabs, sticking their pokes, right? Which they should be doing, which I love, right? That's going to turn that game up for next year, and he's probably going to dunk on kids. I'm just going to say he probably going to get dunked on because of that statement. But I'm going to say this. He is much more than a dunker. Right? And if you watch his highlights from this spring already, you're seeing him shoot the basketball. You're seeing him get out in transition. But here's the part about it. Athletes get opportunities, right? A college coach will see a guy who is a straight athlete. We've seen this 1,000 times, right? We've seen it 1,000 million times over. A coach will get a kid who is just an athlete and teach them how to be a basketball player.
Yeah.
Jamal Culver already has the skill set to be a high-level basketball player. Add in his athleticism, oh, you got a problem. You got a problem. And Lefty said this. He said they're really working on his decision-making and him being more of a legit scorer, putting that basketball on the floor, right? From that shooting guard position, he's going to have to be able to put that thing on the floor 2, 3, 4, in some instances 5 times, right, to make something happen. So as he gets more comfortable playing, and I say this all the time, I put a high emphasis on this. Small space handle, right? Being able to handle the ball in small and tight spaces. Being able to handle the basketball against pressure.
Right, that's tough.
Tell them about it, Breeze. We watch this every weekend, don't we?
It look bad.
It look bad when you can't handle pressure, right? And remember, I was screaming to our AAU team this weekend, Breezy, especially our 8th graders and our 6th graders. I was stressing this so hard. When I'm talking to our point guards or just guards in general, Breezy, you hear me say this all the time because I scream it throughout the gym. Hard right, hard left, right? You stop playing with the basketball.
Yeah.
We talked to LaMarcus about this over the weekend. Yeah. Stop playing with the basketball. Hard right, hard left. We talked to Harris about it. Hard right, hard left. We talked to Claiborne about it on the 6th grade. Hard right, hard left. Our kids have a huge problem of stopping themselves. when going against pressure.
Mhm.
The pressure didn't stop you. The pressure's just in front of you. You stopped yourself because you don't trust your handle.
Mm.
Jamal Culver has to start trusting his handle.
Mm.
Improve that small space handle. Improve that small space handle. Improve his ability to get his own shot. And then continue to add in all those other intangibles and attributes. That's the makeup of a top 5 player in the state. That's the makeup of a future Division I player. That makeup right there. He has those attributes. And Lefty stretched it. He said that is what we're working on him with this summer.
That's good.
Because I talked to our guys. I talked to our 8th grade guys, Breezy, after their loss on Sunday, right? And I had to explain something to them. And Lefty kind of talked about this when he called in. He said, well, I said to them this past weekend, y'all on y'all way to high school.
Yeah.
Right? Y'all are on y'all way to high school. Once you get to a certain level, bro, all the other stuff goes out the window.
Yeah.
Everything else goes out of the window. If you want to play, right? If you want to play, your summertime, your spring and summer AAU is for you to get better. It's as a AAU program organizer and someone who scouts guys during AAU. If I come watch you play during the spring and summer, and then I come watch you play during the basketball season, or if you play for Guard Your Man in our organization, right? We don't care about if you win every game in the summer. We don't care about how many games you win in the summer. I care about when I come watch you play in the basketball season this fall and winter, are you in the game or are you on the bench? Which one are you?
And another one, did you make the team?
Well, you got it. Did you? So in our instances, Breezy, that's a great point. We want to make sure you make the team.
We want to make sure you make the team.
Want to make sure you make the team, right? Secondly, once you do make the team, are you getting in the game? Because if you go play AAU basketball all summer long, you go to camps, you come to our camp, you go here, you go there, you're ripping and running around, and then you get the basketball season and you spend most of the season sitting on the bench. Or you get cut. So my point is, you might have went 31-3 on the summer with your AAU team and got no better. It is the job of the AAU program to improve your skills, not to win basketball games. If you're on an AAU team and your AAU coach or AAU program is concentrated and focused on winning, now don't get me wrong, I'm not telling you to go out there and tank and lose, but if your team is focused on winning, bro, you're in the wrong place. You are in the wrong place if your AAU program is focused on winning. They should be focused on improving your skill set and helping you help your team come fall and winter, hopefully win a state championship. Be a contributor on a winning team. And then here's the caveat, because it's the other side of it. If that's your realm, if you're in this box, get a college scholarship. They're giving you exposure to get to the next level.
Yeah.
A high school coach's job is to win. A AAU coach's job is to get you better and get you exposure.
Yeah.
If they're worried about winning and they're not getting you better or exposure, why are you with them? You're wasting your time.
For sure.
Squirrel. I just got caught up in that. Thank you. What up, Coach Q and Porter Scoop also. What up, Jay?
What up, Scoop?
Porter Scoop in the house. Coach Q said, F them rings. You know how everybody get the rings at the end of the tournament when you win? Yeah, F them rings, man. Did you get better? I agree. And he also says, kids be out all summer with 5 travel ball rings and come back to school and still can't make a handoff, offhand layup. Boy, talk about it. They can't speed dribble and make an offhand layup, but they got rings. Now, I'm going to tell you what they're going to have, Breezy.
What's that?
They're going to have their parents' trophy case for when they go off and then they get grown and their story grows and increases on how good they were over the years, and they can go back and they show them, man, look at all these championship rings I got that you got from AAU. Bro, I'm telling you, that's what all that is for.
Okay.
Okay, squirrel. Sorry about that, y'all. Sorry, but we're back. So, but that's so true, man. Y'all got to stop. If you were the AAU program and y'all out there worrying about winning and you not getting any better and you're getting to your high school team or your middle school team or your JV team or whatever team you play for and you're not playing and you just spent the whole summer out playing, that's your AAU coach's fault. If you spent a whole summer out playing and you play well, say you did get better, but your AAU coach did not give you exposure to the next level, you wasted your time. Because like I say, it's a high school coach's job to win. Yeah. First and foremost.
Yeah.
Let's not get that twisted. It's not a high school coach's job to get you a scholarship. Right? That's not his job. His job is to win, to keep his job. First and foremost. Now, if you got a good high school coach, he knows how to win and he knows how to get you exposure, to get you to the next level. AAU coach's job, that's solely his job, to get you better and get you exposure, not to get wins. Remember that. That's just a little food for thought. But man, on to this finish out this list real quick, man. 2028 on this list on our stock risers, Cortez Hudson. Okay. Mae Jemison High School, Huntsville, Alabama, running with Alabama Truth this summer. I think they're running on the Puma Neck circuit. Now I'm gonna tell you like this. Watching Cortez last year as a freshman play on the varsity for Mae Jemison and start a majority of that season for Coach Pete Miller in his first season, bro, he got him one. I'm going to tell you like this. I know I just said that Jamal Culver is probably the most athletic and the most bounciest player in the state, regardless of class, until you go see Cortez Hudson. You know what I mean? Because, man, I knew he was athletic last year, but he didn't show a lot of those flashes. Dog, he has been going crazy out on the circuit so far this summer. Like, he has some highlights out there, dunking, windmills, body to bodies, head taps, all of that is coming out from Cortez Hudson. But here's the thing about him that I watched him last year. Something stands out to me, and our guy Lance from Huntsville really preached this last year because he was pushing Cortez a lot last year. He was really high. He was really high on Cortez early in the season, right? I was like, Lance, he a freshman. I got to see it, right? But he was like, hey, I'm telling you, D, this kid has it. He was preaching that. And so shout out to Lance for having that eye early on Cortez Hudson. But, dog, what stood out to me last year that you really are continuing to see now, he plays with a different motor. Like, he's one of those guys that you look out on the floor and he never gets tired. I bet that kid can play 30 games in a day and not get tired. He just has that type of, like, his aura about him is, bro, I'm out here and I'm a grinder.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get tired. You're not finna outwork me. I'm going to play all day.
Okay.
He seems like a gym rat, like a hoop, like he genuinely loves to play basketball.
Gotcha.
And then he's got skill. Then he has athleticism. Then he has a team around him that's pushing him to be great. Bro, you got all that, man. That's a recipe for success.
Yeah, you're going to win.
Cortez Hudson in the class of 2028, by all early accounts, probably going to be top 3. And, you know, that's tough because we hadn't even really started diving all the way into a ranking for the 2028 class. I don't even know if we're going to do a ranking for that class. It might just be a major watch list. But if we do end up doing a lottery, I think we'll do a lottery. We won't do a full ranking. We'll do a lottery and a watch list, right? I think that's what we're going to do with 28. We'll do a lottery and a watch list.
Okay.
But by all early accounts, 2028, Cortez Hudson might be 1-2. From what I've seen from the 2028 class, I don't see too many 2028s that's going to be better than him right now.
Gotcha.
He's probably one of the top 3, not probably, he's one of the top 3 2028s in the state. And like I said, I hadn't super deep dived into that class yet, but it's going to be hard pressed for you to show me some 5 better players than Cortez Hudson in the class of 2028, who's already played a year of varsity basketball on the 6A level. He's already done that. And you see that experience permeating on the circuit this spring and summer already. All right, man. But last but not least, bro, and we had to go deep into the archives for this one, Breeze. We had to dig deep. Now, I leaned on a lot of other people because I remember when was it, bro? It was last year. And I think it was last summer. I think it was last AAUC. So it might have been around this time last year. I had somebody hit me up. I ain't gonna say who it is, but I had somebody hit me up and it was like, do you know any 2029s that could possibly be better than Braylon Alexander? Right? And I think he sent me that because a 2029 ranking had come out. That's why I say you don't rank kids that low, that young, right? I'm talking about a full year ago, they were ranking 2029.
Yeah, that's a little early.
That's way too early. Bro, they hadn't even came out of middle school yet, right? They're just now going to high school, 2029. So but I digress. But they asked me, they was like, and I was like, whoo, bro, gee. I hadn't even been, you know what I'm saying, Breezy?
Yeah. No,
I was like, I hadn't even been there yet, y'all.
I get it.
I know of some. I've seen him. I know he's good. Whoop de whoop. But right, a lot of times, and we got a 2029 group, right? I got LaMarcus Russell. I think one of the coldest point guards out there.
Yeah.
He's just really small.
Yeah.
And people really take himself for granted because of his size, right? I got Carson Tate hooping right now, right? I got Caden Carlisle hooping right now. I got Harris Armstrong hooping right now. Right? Harris been hooping for us for a couple years.
Yeah.
Right? So and it's a lot more, but so we got a 2029 team. We watch a lot of 2029. I got Jersey Dimes. I think Jersey is in that 2029 class. Also, he might be 2020. Right? I think if he's still in Alabama Fusion 2029 say, who is that? See? Right? Who is Braylon Alexander? Down there in Glenwood, Smith Station area? Woo, you better get familiar. You better be familiar. Hey, Alabama Fusion. See, they like, who is that?
Right, they trying to go get
They
him.
trying to go get
him.
Hey, Alabama Fusion, like, who is that, baby? That's Alabama Fusion 2029. Like, who is that?
Yeah.
Hey, man. Yeah. Hey, Alabama Fusion 2029. Hope you got your iBallRadio.com subscription. Hey, listen, go get your iBall Radio premium subscription and you get all the information. Hey, listen, don't shoot the messenger.
Hey,
don't shoot the messenger. I'm just saying, don't shoot the messenger. What up, nephew? TJ in the building, Tristan Johnson in the building, man. But yeah, Breeze. But they called me and asked me about Braylon Alexander, and I was like, bro, I'm like, send me something, right? I'm like, I hadn't seen it. Send me something, and they sent it to me.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, this is a grown man.
Mm.
I was like, whoa.
Okay.
Right. Like, sometimes, especially Breeze, we see it out there. You'll see some guys who are just bigger, faster, stronger.
Yeah.
But not really that skilled.
Yeah.
They can't really play basketball. Like, they probably going to be a football player in the future, right?
They got good size.
Yeah, they got good size. They got good speed. They got some coordination, right? But it really ain't no basketball player. And a lot of times on that middle school level, you see a lot of that. You see a lot of guys who's just, man, they just bigger, faster, stronger, dog.
Yeah.
Right? They ain't really they ain't gonna be no better basketball. A lot of guys are gonna surpass them as time goes on, right? Type thing. And when I watched Braylon Alexander, I was like, whoa, that's a grown man, but that's a skilled grown man. He just ain't out there being bigger, faster, stronger. He out there hitting them with that ish, right? Like, he's showing handle, he's showing poise, he's showing pace, he's showing shooting ability, he's showing ability to finish at the rim with either hand, right? Like, he's showing a lot of those attributes in qualities that you look at and say, okay, that kid, they're gonna be a player.
That's tough. Yeah, that's nice.
Right. And now you see him now a year later, and you see a lot more stuff coming out on him. I was able to really track him a little bit over the last year and really tap in. Bro, he can play.
Okay.
Like, if I'm sitting here talking about a 2029 Breezy, he can play.
Serious.
He the real deal.
Real deal Holyfield.
Real deal Holyfield, dog. And I told our group this weekend, I was like, it's gonna be harder for y'all, even though I just called some of their names, right? It's gonna be harder for y'all to get me to say your name than any other kid because you play for me, right? So I'm holding you to a different standard.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm really putting you against those other players on that level, right? So I'll say this, dog. I'll say this. The class of 28 and 29, I'm really excited about those two classes. And I'm so excited about them that we got something special coming up for 28 and 29. Y'all know the iBall TDB Elite Skills Camp is on the way. We're working on those dates. It's gonna be either August or September, right? We're working on those dates, August or September. We got those coming for you. I want to tell you this. We usually do 9th through 12th grade, right? So it'll be for the 26, 27, 28 class. 29 class. We're gonna add you. We're gonna let you in. 29, you're coming also. But here's how you get there. We're so high on the 28 and 29 class, we got mini camps coming up. And they're strictly for those classes. You have to attend, and that comes with an invite to the big camp. We will have those dates. I think we're going to have one date in May, and we're going to have 2 dates in June. So be on the lookout. We're probably going to be ready to announce that by the end of this week. We'll have a date at the end of May and 2 dates in June for the iBall TDB mini camps for 28 and 29. We're only taking 25 kids per mini camp. So we're going to evaluate 75. But here's the kicker, Breezy. Only 5 from each camp will get an invite to the big camp. So, but you got to understand, if we do it, that's 15 kids. We're only taking 100 kids for camp. Now, we're going to have other invites for camp out of the 27 and out of 26 and 27 class. So that's about 25 kids already that will be invited to camp. That's 1/3 of the 1/4 of the entire number that we're allowing in camp.
Okay.
So there's only 75 slots left.
Let's go.
So if you want to pick up one of these invites, be at minicamp if you're in the class of 28 and 29. Be on the lookout. Be on the lookout for information dropping later this week on iBall TDB minicamps. We're going to have one in Montgomery. We're going to have, I hopes to have one in Birmingham, and I hopes to have one in Huntsville. Those are our 3 minicamps coming up. If somebody from Mobile or somebody from South Alabama want to offer up something, we'll do one down there also. So if anybody out there in the South Alabama area that had Huntsville already given us a facility, we good to go. Birmingham, we got a facility, we good to go. Montgomery, we got a facility, we good to go. Only reason we didn't come to Mobile yet because nobody down there has offered up a facility. If you're down there and you got a facility for us, hit us up. We will bring an iBall TDB mini camp within the next month to your area. Listen, Tuscaloosa, Central Phoenix City, Selma. If you're looking for a mini camp, right? We're only taking 25 kids, so it's going to be small groups. If you're looking for a mini camp and you want to get exposure to your area, hit your coach up, hit your local community center up, tell them, hey, we need to get an iBall TDB mini camp here because I want to go to camp, right? So be on the lookout for that. But for the 28 and 29 class, we're about to start mini camps. Coming out of those mini camps, we will be giving 5 invites to the big camp. To the big camp, iBall TDB Elite Skills Camp, we'll be giving 5 invites from each mini camp that we throw. If we throw 4 mini camps, that'll be 20 kids that'll get an invite. That's 20 kids to get an invite. It's probably going to be another 15 that's going to get invites anyway. It's 35 invites already. Well, that number dwindling for that number 100, Breezy.
Yeah, man.
And I'm telling you, we will only take 100 kids. Every single time, it's always 101, 102. Hey, coach, I forgot. Man, I had to do this. No, you will not get in. You will have to wait till the next camp. And I'm telling you, we're probably giving out about 35 to 40 invites. So if we're only giving 100 slots and we're giving out 40 invites, that's only 60 other kids that get an opportunity to sign up. So you better tap in with iBall. And listen, you got to have an iBall TDB. You got to have your iBall player card, iBall radio player card filled out to even get in. So you got to go fill out your player card. But if you're in the chat right now, man, you're listening, man, Check it out. Jack Boy, you saying add me? Okay, that's okay. Jersey is 2029. That's tough. I thought he was 2029. He's gonna be good, bro. Jersey gonna be good. Like I'm gonna tell you what he has that I like about him real quick in that 2029 class. Size. He got good size. He has a really good body to be in that 29 class, and he can stroke it, right? Like he one of the best shooters in the state, right? So I'm glad that makes you more excited about him. So Jersey, he has. I'm sure I already know he's gonna be one of those ones in camp, and he's probably gonna be one of the ones getting the invite out of camp. So y'all better tap in, and you better come in ready to compete.
Yeah, for sure. Gotta do that.
You better be ready to compete because these mini camps will be ran like NBA mini camps. Bro, the elite skills camp is going to be where we really evaluate you. You coming into mini camp, you better be stepping in the door ready to compete because it will be high action from the time you walk in to the time you leave, and we ain't taking no mercy. You better come in ready to bust the person in front of you up. I was finna say something else. Pause. But you better be ready to bust them up because you're coming in to compete if you want to get those invites. But Breezy, man, I think that's it for tonight, dog. Unfortunately, man, we didn't get our full time in because we had a little technical difficulties. But since we love y'all so much, we made it work. We rigged this thing up. Y'all know what I want to say. We rigged this thing up.
Yeah, and we're gonna keep going.
We're gonna keep going, man. Hey, one monkey don't stop no show.
One monkey don't stop no show.
All right, man. But appreciate y'all hanging out. Cold World Watson, Breezy.
Cold World
Watson in the building. I got Watson, man, in the building. What up, Watson? Yo, what up, Watson, man? That's our guy, man. Cold World Watson. I saw a couple highlights of you, Watson, this past weekend. I saw what you put up.
All right, Cold
Okay,
World.
Cold World. I feel you, my guy. Always our guy, man. But appreciate y'all hanging out with us right here on the iBall Radio live call-in show right here on iBallRadio.com, the iBall Radio YouTube page, and of course streaming live on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitch. Make sure you go hit that subscribe button on all social media platforms and on YouTube. We drop content daily on YouTube and TikTok. Go to our TikTok, man, iBall Radio. Go subscribe to our TikTok, man. We drop some stuff on TikTok. We don't drop everywhere else. So go check out TikTok, man, and go fill out your player card. iBallRadio.com. Go fill out your player card. Also, go get your subscription. Don't tell us to go check you out. We go check you out. We do an eval, and you never even see it. You never even see it because you don't have your subscription. And I'm telling you, if you want to get into these mini camps, you want to get into the iBall TDB Elite Skills Camp, those subscriptions are going to be mandatory. So go ahead and tap in with us right now. We're giving discounts if you got a subscription, though. Should I tell them that, Breeze? Because, they always want discount.
You told them that before?
I did tell them that before. So if you got your iBall Radio subscription, it will come with a discount to camp, right? So go get your subscription because it's worth it, right? And if you got a premium subscription, it give you more discounts. It's even more worth it. But I'm not ready to announce this, Breeze, but tell them, bro, we got some big coming up from iBall Radio, y'all. Yeah. We're about to change the game completely. We're starting a whole new kind of division, right? It's a whole new division. We've added it. We've been working on this paperwork for a minute. And, bro, we got some for our athletes coming up real special very soon from iBall Radio. So if you want to be down with iBall Radio, we're finna give you the ultimate chance. We're going to give you the ultimate chance. Not ready to announce it yet, but we're finna give you the ultimate chance. But with that being said, man, appreciate y'all hanging out with us tonight on iBall Radio live call-in show right here on iBallRadio.com and the iBall Radio YouTube page. Breezy, let's get up out of here. Holla at these folks, man.
Hey, man, it's your boy Breezy, and it ain't easy.
It ain't easy, man, and y'all already know. They call me Coach because I teach you how to ball. Until Thursday night, man, we out. Peace.
Peace.
Long live Hero.
For sure.